Blood sugar is related to water intake. Doctors emphasize 3 points. After 60, remember 3 don'ts when drinking water. I've already quit sweets, so why is my blood sugar still out of control? Uncle Lee, 65, stared at his medical report, stomping his feet in frustration, his face filled with confusion and resentment. The doctor calmly spoke a single sentence that instantly revealed the truth. The problem lies in that magic water you drink every day. Those words left Uncle Lee stunned. It turns out many middle-aged and elderly people focus solely on their diet when trying to control blood sugar, overlooking a seemingly harmless daily habit, drinking water. You might be doing the same thing, thinking you're drinking healthily. This seemingly safest, most inconspicuous habit is quietly wreaking havoc on your blood sugar and kidneys. 1. The healthy water you think you're drinking is actually a hidden sugar trap. Drinking the wrong water harms blood sugar more than eating the wrong food. Aunt Wong, 63, was recently diagnosed with diabetes. She took her health seriously, taking medication on time, controlling her diet, and even followed her neighbor's advice that honey water nourishes the stomach, aids digestion, and is good for blood sugar. Every morning, the first thing she drank was 2 large cups of warm honey water. She almost never drank plain water, convinced that this habit hydrated her body and detoxified it. But within half a year, her health began deteriorating. Her post-meal blood sugar kept rising, followed by dry mouth, fatigue, and bloating. She even suspected her medication wasn't working and blamed her doctor for prescribing the wrong treatment. It wasn't until a comprehensive hospital checkup that the doctor pinpointed the root cause. Those 2 large cups of honey water she drank every morning, her so-called health elixir, were actually adding over 30 grams of sugar to her daily intake, equivalent to eating a bowl of rice straight. The doctor shook his head on the spot. Honey water, fruit juice, and all sorts of fancy healthy drinks may seem beneficial, but for diabetics, they're blood sugar traps. The only thing you should be drinking is plain, tasteless water. Aunt Wong was stunned, her face flushing red. The healthy habit she had stubbornly clung to had unknowingly become the culprit behind her uncontrolled blood sugar. Expert warning: these so-called healthy waters are actually blood sugar assassins. 1. Sugar-free drinks. While they contain no sucrose, artificial sweeteners like aspartame and erythritol disrupt gut microbiota, reduce insulin sensitivity, and indirectly raise blood sugar. 2. Freshly squeezed juice. Stripped of fiber, its blood sugar spike is shockingly fast. A glass of orange juice has a glycemic index comparable to cola, equivalent to 4 sugar cubes. 3. Honey water. Its supposed digestive benefits are a myth. It contains over 75% fructose, which not only raises blood sugar, but also burdens the liver, increasing the risk of fatty liver over time. 2. Don't chug water all at once. This common catch-up mistake isn't hydrating you, it's harming your kidneys. Do you know someone like this? They get so busy during the day that they forget to drink water, only realizing in the evening, oh no, I've barely had any water today. So they gulp down 3 large glasses in one go, smugly thinking they've made up for it. But for those over 60, especially with high blood sugar, this catch-up drinking method is actually clogging their kidneys and destabilizing their blood sugar. Case study: 3 glasses at once nearly landed him in the nephrology ward. Mr. Zhang, 68, had diabetes for 5 years. His blood sugar was usually stable, but recent checkups showed abnormal kidney function, elevated creatinine, and excessive urinary protein. When the doctor asked about his habits, he admitted, "I don't drink much water during the day, so I make up for it at night, downing 3 big glasses before bed." The doctor immediately shook his head. "You're not hydrating. You're sounding the alarm for your kidneys. Why is chugging water so dangerous? As people age, kidney function naturally declines. Drinking large amounts of water in a short time puts sudden, excessive pressure on the kidney's filtration units, glomeruli. Imagine pouring a full basin of water into an old, fragile filter. It can't handle the strain. When glomeruli are overloaded for prolonged periods, creatinine levels rise, protein leaks into urine, and kidney damage occurs. Additionally, sudden dilution of electrolytes can cause dizziness, fatigue, and even hyponatremia, water intoxication. The stomach, forced to process too much water at once, also suffers, leading to bloating, nausea, poor sleep, and indigestion. How does this affect blood sugar? Blood sugar is like sugar powder dissolved in water. While water can dilute it, the process must be gradual. Violent chugging disrupts the balance. When you flood your system with water, plasma concentration changes drastically, throwing insulin's rhythm into chaos. The result? Post-meal blood sugar spikes too fast, then crashes hours later, turning your body into a blood sugar roller coaster. These erratic fluctuations are even more dangerous than consistently high blood sugar because they trigger chain reactions. Repeated spikes and drops damage microvessels, worsening retinopathy, kidney disease, and other vascular complications. Pancreatic beta cells, forced to constantly respond to these swings, become exhausted, weakening their ability to regulate blood sugar. The risk of diabetic complications rises significantly, accelerating disease progression. Reminder, don't wait until you're thirsty to guzzle water. Especially after meals or before bed, sip slowly instead of chugging. Starting today, make hydration a regular habit, far safer than emergency firefighting drinking. You're not just hydrating, you're giving your metabolic system a life-saving umbrella. 3. Don't drink scalding hot water. The wrong water temperature could be disrupting your metabolic rhythm. Drinking boiling water is healthy. Water must be piping hot to count as healthful. These are mantras many seniors swear by. They start their mornings and end their nights with steaming cups. The hotter, the better. Some even drink freshly boiled water straight, claiming it warms the stomach and dispels dampness. But for middle-aged and elderly people, this habit doesn't just hurt the stomach. It disrupts blood sugar metabolism and could even ignite chronic diseases. Case study, daily boiling water backfires, sending blood sugar spiraling. Aunt Lee, 62, was a renowned health enthusiast. Her secret? A scalding cup of water first thing every morning, a habit she maintained for over a decade, believing it detoxified her. But recently, she developed stomach pain, bloating, and erratic post-meal blood sugar. A hospital visit revealed chronic gastritis with mild mucosal atrophy and abnormal insulin release patterns. The doctor's verdict was blunt. You're not nourishing your health. You're slowly damaging your stomach and blood sugar. How does hot water affect blood sugar? Few realize that the gastric mucosa isn't just for digestion. It's also the control center for post-meal blood sugar regulation. After eating, the stomach releases hormones like gastrin and GLP-1, which help the pancreas release insulin appropriately. But when the gastric mucosa is damaged by scalding water, over 65 degrees Celsius, this rhythm falls apart. Repeated burns cause chronic microinflammation, slowing cell repair. Hormonal secretion becomes erratic, making insulin release inaccurate and unstable. Blood sugar control falters, spiking rapidly after meals and dropping sluggishly. It's like an orchestra without a conductor. The musicians, insulin, play out of sync, and blood sugar goes haywire. Even worse, hot water can be carcinogenic. In 2016, the WHO classified beverages above 65 degrees Celsius as Group 2A carcinogens, probably causing cancer in humans. Long-term consumption increases risks of esophageal and stomach cancer, especially in seniors with fragile mucosa, declining metabolism, and diabetes-related chronic inflammation. Health preservation isn't about scorching heat. For diabetics and those with high blood sugar, scalding water is a slow-acting metabolic bomb. It burns the gastric mucosa, disrupts insulin, sends blood sugar soaring. True wellness is gentle warmth, not searing heat. Controlling blood sugar isn't just about diet and medication. It starts with choosing the right temperature for every sip. 4. The golden hydration formula for seniors over 60. Drink right, control blood sugar, and nourish your kidneys. Many think drinking water requires no skill, but doing it correctly protects both blood sugar and kidneys. Below, experts summarize the golden rules for seniors. Timing. Sip 100 milliliters hourly. Don't wait until thirsty, a sign of mild dehydration. Set hourly reminders. Use a palm-sized cup for portion hydration. Temperature: 35 to 45 degrees Celsius warm water, slightly warm to touch, not scalding. Too cold irritates the stomach, too hot damages mucosa. A lukewarm glass upon waking boosts metabolism without harming blood sugar rhythm. Avoid large volumes 30 minutes before meal/bed. Disrupts digestion, metabolism, and increases nighttime kidney burden. Hydrate in advance, spaced out, never chug. Bonus tips: add lemon slices, cucumber, or light tea, e.g., chrysanthemum, green tea, no sugar. Avoid health waters like enzyme drinks or honey water. Anything with sugar or artificial sweeteners harms blood sugar. The right rhythm: total daily intake: 1,500 to 2,000 milliliters, adjusted for weight, climate, activity. Spread evenly. Don't forget all day and binge at night. Sample schedule: morning, 200 to 300 milliliters warm water to jumpstart metabolism. Morning/afternoon, 100 to 150 milliliters every 1.5 hours. Pre-lunch, 50 to 100 milliliters. Avoid diluting stomach acid. Evening/bedtime, small sips as needed. Avoid overloading kidneys or causing frequent urination. Critical times to avoid chugging: 1. Right after meals, dilutes stomach acid, impairing digestion. 2. Post-exercise, disrupts electrolyte balance. 3. Before bed, nighttime kidney strain, swelling risk. Special cases: on diuretics/blood pressure meds. These increase urination, but don't overcompensate with flooding. Space out small amounts and monitor kidney/electrolyte tests. Kidney issues? Follow doctor's advice on fluid limits. Excess can strain kidney/heart by retaining sodium. Final takeaway: true health water has no taste, no packaging, just lukewarm plain water. For those over 60, drinking isn't just about quenching thirst. It's a daily life-saving practice. Doing it right may matter more than skipping a meal or walking 10,000 steps. Closing thoughts: doctors often say, the scariest thing about diabetes isn't high blood sugar. It's thinking you're doing everything right while unknowingly making mistakes. Drinking water is the perfect example. It's not sweet, not salty, doesn't hurt, yet it quietly dictates your blood sugar, insulin, and entire metabolic rhythm. So the key to control isn't just eating less, it's drinking wisely. Ditch the healthy drinks, set hourly reminders, and sip 40 degrees Celsius water from a thermos. Don't say, it's just water. How you drink it shapes every day of your life. With a little extra care in this small habit, you might need less medication, fewer hospital visits, and a healthier future. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe for daily companionship. Let's grow, thrive, and age gracefully together. See you next time.